Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Double, double, double. Sol Campbell has won the double. Double, double, double. Sol Campbell has won the double. Double, double, double. Sol Campbell has won the double. The scum at the lane have won FA again. Sol Campbell has won the double. Double, double, double. Sol Campbell has won the double. Double, double, double. Sol Campbell has won the double. Double, double, double. Sol Campbell has won the double. The scum at the lane have won FA again. Sol Campbell has won the double. Good evening from London, England. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, otherwise short for Dele London Guna. Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Papa, Indigo, November. Yes, this is another match review of Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. The same score like last season. It's the same score this season. And let me tell you how exceptionally magnificent we were from the start to the finish. Dominated the first half hour of that game. All right, Tottenham had a free kick from a set piece situation. Kane took it, outswinging ball comes in. Richarlison gets on the end of it, but Ramsdale pulls off a splendid save, and a very good, splendid save. Arsenal didn't look really too threatened as such. They controlled the game from start to finish, and my word, deserved to get their noses in front. If anything, we should have gone into the interval 1-0 down. 1-0 up, my bad. Thomas Partey, what a strike. Take a bow. That technique and the precision was on point. My word, what a strike by Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey. I can't say any more. However, we could see we could see the penalty through sloppy defending, and it was through our fault of our own. Gabriel Dos Santos Magalhaes, he was clumsy in the tackle. He was just a bit too late, but Granit Xhaka had a bit part to play in that. But nevertheless, he had a great game. Thomas Partey, top world-class performance from a midfielder who's one of the best in the world at what he does. My word, what a performance. Jesus performed like an animal possessed. I can't say no more than that. And as I said on my fan cam, as I got on AFTV, shout out to AFTV, by the way, Emerson Royal should have been in prison. Well, he should be arrested. It's as simple as his foot ranked down the left leg to the ankle of Gabriel Martinelli, and that was a extremely painful one. Lucky not to have broken his leg. He deserved a straight red. And I've watched it 3-4 times, and I said to Robbie, the more you look at it, the worse it got. It was disgusting. Disgusting. Absolutely terrible. The man should be locked up. Seriously. Should be banned for a hell of a lot more than 3 games. Look at that tackle. Right, before I get into the player ratings, management, the ref, etc., smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Do that in abundance, yeah? Make sure you share this channel, yeah? Amongst your friends and your relatives, yeah? Well, make sure you share this channel virally, but globally amongst your friends and your relatives. And if you're watching for the first time, share it amongst your friends and relatives and welcome on board. Make sure they share it amongst their friends and relatives so their friends and relatives can get hold of this, yeah? Also, on top of that, yeah, talking to the world, make sure you give me your reaction of the North London derby, your man of the match, etc. Your opinions are all welcome, yeah? as long as I'm doing this, yeah, all positive feedback are welcome on my channel, on my chat right now. And on top of that, do subscribe. And speaking of subscribe, we've got a new subscriber. He goes by the name, I think it's a he, JDR HD. Shout out to yourself, JDR HD, because you are now the 229th subscriber to my channel. How good does that feel? Leave it in the chat, man. You're welcome to, you're welcome on board to the family. This is a fun-loving channel, I can assure you. So get subscribing. JDHD, make sure you tell your friends and your relatives to subscribe. And if you see, and if you know when you subscribe, and when you do subscribe, should I say, let me word it properly. You see, if you do subscribe, I'll shout you out, and I'll shout out your friends or your relatives too for subscribing. So let's get to 1,000 subscribers, yeah? JDHD is now the 229th subscriber. Who's the next subscriber? 230th, 231st. Get subscribing. You know where the link is in the bottom, in the, yeah, you know the link's in the bottom description below, yeah? So keep doing it, yeah? Thanks for the love and appreciation. So, that being said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of that for me. So let's get into the ratings of the players and then the substitutions. I will come, let me just get myself to SofaScore. Shout out to SofaScore, by the way. So in goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Now, he had 3 shots to deal with on target. A good save from Richarlison. A smothered, comfortable save from Harry Kane from a header. But other than that, his distribution of the ball was sublime, as per usual. And he didn't really have nothing much to do in that North London derby. So let's be real about this. So I will give Aaron Ramsdale a deserving 8. Oh my Lord Jesus, just bear with me. Right, here we go. The right back, Ben White, absolutely superb. The way he helped Saka perform. You can see he saw every time Saka was isolated by 4 players. He saw the opportunity to bomb forward and put in some telling crosses. He put in a cross for Jesus, who should have scored, but that went wide, and that was a good cross by Ben White. Defensively, he was found missing a little bit, but you know what? He never stopped trying. He never stopped tracking back when he knew he had defensive duties to do. But other than that, he was absolutely on point. I want to give Ben White an 8. William Saliba, he might have picked up a booking towards the end of the game, but for me, he was an absolute. He was an absolute diamond. What an immense performance! He had so much calm and confidence where he's got the ball in our own penalty area. Son's putting him under pressure, turns away from Son, runs away from him, runs past Harry Kane. I'm like, wow, this guy is just so good at what he does. For me, William Saliba gets a 9. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhaes. Well, he won every ball in the air like William Saliba did. The tackle on Richarlison was very, very rash and clumsy, very ill-timed. But other than that, in the second half especially, he got his game back on track. Even though Saliba covered him at some time, 1 or 2 points, but again, yeah, I thought he did all right. Excuse me. Excuse me. I thought he did all right. Overall, I'm going to give him a 7. Alexander Zinchenko, what a performance! Very calm on the ball, good in the air. He didn't lose one headed battle against a Tottenham player, whoever that was. Maybe Royale, for argument's sakes. Yeah, he was superb on the ball. Defensively, Can't say he was defensively. I don't think he had that much to do because of the cover he had. But however, yeah, he offered support when needed to be, and yeah, I think he did on a one-to-one duel with Richarlison. I think he did pretty well against him. So I'm going to give him. I'll give Alexander Zinchenko. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Mind you, if you agree or not with my ratings, leave it in the chat below. We'll have a talk. Right, the three in the midfield. Thomas Partey, the man sitting in front of the midfield mainly. What a performance! Absolute top class performance. He was he was everything that we needed in that midfield. He was calm, composed, won every tackle, every interception, and what a goal what a goal in the 20th minute to spark up the North London derby. And for me, it was a well taken goal, but and world class exhibition performance from him. He gets a 10 out of 10. Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, one of the two number 8 midfielders alongside him. Well, this is a different Granit Xhaka. This is the Xhaka we should have tried to bring out of him since he signed for us, and he looks like a different Xhaka. Now we're singing songs about him, and well, for him, and that's a credit to himself. For me, he put in an excellent performance. I would have to give him a good. I'll give him a good 8.5 because of his part in the penalty that we conceded in a defensive lapse of concentration. But other than that, he was absolutely superb and he took his goal well. 8.5 for Xhaka. Martin Odegaard, didn't see much of him, but it didn't mean that he didn't play well. He played as well as he could. He was involved in the passing and movement ritual, but other than that, I didn't see much of him. So, and apart from that, he did get an assist for Thomas Partey's fine strike. So I'm going to give him a 7. Right, the front three. Bukayo Saka, excellent in the second half, especially. Weren't too bad in the first half. And again, he was pretty isolated by 3-4 Tottenham players. They knew they couldn't live with him. I think overall he had a good game. I'm going to give him an 8. Caused Tottenham all ends of problems. He had a shot that led to Jesus getting on the end of a combination of goalkeeping and defensive. Goalkeeping error by Hugo Lloris, where he should have palmed it to the side, where he tried to gather it, but the ball bounced off. I think Romero's leg, and Jesus done well to outmuscle the defender and get the tap in. That was through Saka's ability to ghost inside the defender and unleash a left-footed shot, curler shot that was. But other than that, I'm going to give him, even so, he tracked back as well, which really impressed me. I'm going to give him an 8. Martinelli, wow. This guy, what a performance in the second half. For me, he was just all over Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale couldn't cope with him, especially in the second half. And as Martinelli went back to help out defensively, Emerson Royale, he put his foot through his leg, ranked it down. I don't know what you call it. He literally just stamped on his leg, and the referee had no other alternative but to send him off, and it was the right call. So well done to the referee there. I'm going to be talking about the referee later on. But Martinelli caused Emerson Royale all sorts of problems. He couldn't live with him. I'm going to give Martinelli an 8. Jesus absolutely performed like a animal possessed. He was all over that park. He even came back to make a tackle that defensive midfielders should do. And he was absolutely a menace in this fixture. And his work rate, you could see his work rate and experience, it rubs off. you can see it rubs off and it pays dividends to the younger players. It sends a message to the younger players, should I say. And I am delighted and blessed to say that he is our player. 8.5 out of 10 for Jesus. Right, the substitutions. Ooh. Excuse me, feeling a little bit tired here. I will look at the substitutions. Kieran Tierney, he came on, and I'll tell you what, he didn't look out of place at all. I can't say he did anything splendid. He had a long range shot, well executed, but well saved by Hugo Lloris. So he had a little bit of an impact there. I'm going to give him a 7 for his effort. Albert Mboyo Sambi Konga came on, just did simple things on the ball, kept it as basic as possible, and I didn't think he would give too much away. I'm going to give him a 6. Fabio Vieira and Edward Nketiah came on at the 80th minute. Now, Fabio Vieira, can't say he had too much of an impact, but he put himself about to receive the ball, and that's a player who wants to take responsibility. But other than that, I can't say that he made that much of an impact. Standard 5. Edward Nketiah, yeah, I don't see him making too much of an. Well, he made a little bit more of an impact than Fabio Vieira. He went directly at Dyer, drawing a foul out of him and getting Dyer the yellow card. Well, which got Eric Dyer the yellow card. Other than that, I'll give him a standard 5. Takahiro Tomiyasu, should I mark him down? Not really. No, he didn't really get too much. I don't think he even got a kick of the ball, so I'm not going to mark him down because he came on for Ben White in the 89th minute. Right, Mikel Arteta. What can I say about him? From start to finish, the players obviously took to his instructions. They took to his instructions basically. They followed up everything that was spoken to them word for word in training, and the drills as well, especially off the ball, word from word to word, or should I say from work to work, because you can see that he puts in a lot of effort, and the way that we moved the ball was very quick and very patient at times. And for me, you can see he had the influence on the player's performance. So I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10 for Mikel Arteta. The referee, I'll tell you what, I'm going to score him an 8. He got the Saliba booking right. He got Royal's booking right. Eric Dyer was booked, and another Arsenal player was booked, Martinelli, for a cynical foul. Other than that, he let things go to an extent, and he allowed the game to flow. And yeah, he really controlled the North London derby the way it should have been controlled. And he only had to make decisions based on cynical fouls. So for me, I'm going to give the referee an 8. The Arsenal fans, absolutely terrific from start to finish. Even when we conceded that equaliser, you can hear how loud and vocal they were. I mean, you talk about getting behind the team, and they did that in abundance. For me, the Arsenal fans, I'm marking them as a 10. Terrific they were from start to finish, and I can't have any complaints about the fan base. And thanks to the management, in Mikel Arteta, he has really united the fans together this season, and it's what we want to see. So for me, 10 out of 10. Other than that, I'll say this content was a 10 out of 10, but I would say that, wouldn't I? So I'm going to wrap this up and say, once again, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, it's that time again to say thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and saving the best to last, as you know, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I'll be here again tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon as planned, and watch out for my previews for Arsenal v Bodo Glimt, and Arsenal v Liverpool in the league. So watch out for those previews. Do remember to look after your friends, look after your families, and do look after yourselves. Really important. Peace, love, and bless again, as I always say. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, please. Thank you. The road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year or the beginning of the new year. And on top of that, DLG repping. As DLG repping, we'll talk again. Remember, we'll always talk. So just remember, please be nice.